Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This morning it is just Mia and I. Yeah! We are here and we are going to surprise Max with making one of his favorite foods of all time, homemade pretzels. This is something I've been wanting to surprise him with for a while. So we are going to make these for St. Patrick's Day and we are going to turn them naturally green. We are just going to use the base of my bread recipe. So I can link that here because we're gonna speed through this. I am going to use 1.5 cups of warm water minus 4 tablespoons.
Because we are diluting the matcha in water.
So you wanna pour that? We're just gonna proof this right now and make sure that the yeast is active.
Oh, that's yeast?
Yep.
I remember like once in our videos, the yeast was like...
Okay, so we've got our yeast in here. I am going to show you how to activate your yeast, just making sure that it's alive and that it's going to work. You see what happens, so you know that your yeast is working and alive.
Sparkly.
Yes, that's going to happen again, hopefully. We're going to do it right now.
Yay.
I will say, I let my dough rise way too long last time, and then I could not roll out the pretzels thin enough. They rose way too much in the oven, so we're not gonna let it rise as long. We don't want the dough to rise up quite as much. Yes?
I'm trying to tell you.
What? Well, okay, we're gonna pour the 1 packet of active dry yeast into our warm water, and then to activate it, we're going to use 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, put the yeast in. And then we are just going to sprinkle. See, I'm just gonna do it this part. You're just going to sprinkle it around. And then we're just going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. And we'll be right back. Okay, so while our yeast is over here activating, we're proofing it.
We are going to dilute our matcha.
So we have 1/4 cup of warm water here. 1/2 tablespoon is 1.5 teaspoons. So that's what we're gonna do this time. We're gonna mix it together really well, and then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of maple syrup.
Oh,
Okay. Go ahead, you can add your mix. Yeah, go ahead, I'm gonna mix it all together. We're just gonna dilute this.
After diluting your matcha,
You just want to mix it until there are no clumps. Ours is pretty watery, so that's good. And then we're going to pour this into the other liquid right before we go ahead and pour it into our flour. We're going to use 3 cups of flour. I am using half white and half white whole wheat to make this more a slightly healthier version. You can probably use any types of flour that you wish. Just make sure that if you're using a whole wheat or a white whole wheat, you're gonna need to knead it a little bit longer. So we have 1.5 cups of white in here. We're going to do the 1.5 cups of white whole wheat. And just some salt. You definitely wanna make sure this is salted because the white whole wheat can be a little bland. If it's not, we are gonna add some coarse sea salt on the tops of our pretzels as well. Okay, ready? This is gonna go in here. We're just gonna mix it. Go ahead. You want me to do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll mix it.
Then you're just pouring your wet into your dry. It's gonna be nice and green. No, so we're actually gonna knead it, this. You wanna try mixing it first?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, yes, I like it. This cool.
Okay, there you have it. I ended up kneading it for about 7 or 8 minutes. You know, if you under-knead white whole wheat dough, it's really going to be dense. So I got nervous and I ended up just almost doing the full 10 minutes. But all we're gonna do here, just wanna make sure it's not too sticky. It's a bit sticky, but that's okay. I will add some flour to it when we do our rolling. And we're gonna let this rise, but we're not gonna let this rise all day. You can brush the pan with a little bit of olive oil so it doesn't stick if you have the time. Just going to put this back into the bowl and then cover it with a towel, and we're gonna try an hour. We're gonna see what happens if it rises at all a little bit within an hour. So we'll be back. There's our beautiful green dough. Okay, you guys, we let our dough rise for about an hour, a little less. It started rising up, so I'm gonna stop it here. I don't want it to get too big. I did put a little bit of flour because it was sticky, so I just threw some flour on the top so it's easier to handle. A little flour down here, and we are going to roll out our pretzels. I found that rolling the pretzels without the gloves is actually easier, but I'm just going to use the gloves to handle the dough for a minute while I'm pulling it out of the bowl. Okay, so here is our dough. So here's how you form your pretzels. Ready? I'm gonna give you a little bit. And you're gonna kind of roll it into a thin log. Take these off to do this. All right, so you wanna roll it like this, into like a thin log. So we're gonna see if we can get it really thin.
I don't
Like
think
a snake.
you can.
You have too much.
Yeah, I know.
Like that. This is definitely easier than the last time when I let it rise way too much. So we have a lot of pretzels to make here, now that this is actually forming correctly. So here's a piece. This is a little thin down here, but that's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to make a U shape.
Okay, wait for me.
Okay. I'm gonna show you right here, okay? You're gonna make a U shape, and then you're going to twist at the bottom. I know it's upside down right now, so this is at the top, but you'll be going like this and it'll be facing you. Yep, so that there's a circle, but upside down U, so more like an N, and then you twist it like that, so this looks like it's crisscrossed at the bottom. Crisscross it one more time, and then you're gonna pull it up like that and press it. How cute is that? Look at this little guy. Adorable. Aww. So hopefully he doesn't rise up too much. There's gonna be a lot of pretzels here, so we have our work cut out for us, but at least we're easily able to form these. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. We'll be right back. Okay, you guys, we're back. Look how amazing these came out. We did 3 breadsticks.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Medium-sized pretzels. We do have a bit of dough left over. I will make this into a roll or a few small rolls or some flatbread later. We just got really tired of rolling and we filled the pan. So I have water boiling. We're gonna put 2 tablespoons of baking soda in the pot of water, and we're gonna dunk each of these in the water. This is gonna help with the browning process. Then we are going to just brush them all with olive oil and sea salt and bake them for about 6 minutes on each side. Let's do this. Okay. I'm just going to use a slotted spoon to dunk each of these. Okay, all of the pretzels have been dipped into the boiling water and baking soda mixture. So now I'm just going to brush each one with a little bit of olive oil and some sea salt, and then they're gonna bake at 450 for about 6 minutes on each side, 5 or 6. You kind of have to watch them. Let's hope these don't puff up quite as much as last time, and hope that they keep their pretzel shape. Ooh, beauties. Okay, so we ended up baking our pretzels for 12 minutes. I did not flip them. They came out perfect. Mmm. The texture is so good. Did you taste any of the green stuff in there? You don't taste it at all. All right, we hope you guys loved this video. If you watched it, make sure you like and subscribe so that you can keep baking with us. We will see you guys next time. Have a good one.